Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Lamar Jackson taking it to the Bucs on the road. Big win. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder, we have revamped the Quarterback School Patreon community. It's never been bigger, never been cheaper, never been easier. There's never been more content. I even dropped a comedy the other day, so get over there, check it out. I sincerely appreciate the support. The link is in the description. As for this video, let's get into it. Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, big win on the road versus Brady and the Bucs. Right here, first play of the game. Up top, we're going to get a little rub that doesn't work. We're then going to hit the crosser at the bottom, the number 2, the tight end. No to the rub rail, yes to the crosser, dot, flick. Lamar Jackson working the tight ends. Who would have thought? Love this though. Nice little left to right. And this is a straight up handoff. Put it on him. This is how you start a game. I love a lot of this. So a few different things here. First of all, I think everybody is taking their shots at Greg Roman for the passing game, myself included. I really like this. Right here, I would like the details of this to be a little bit better from the Ravens. Get a rub right here. Go accidentally on purpose, run right into him so we get an opportunity versus man. It's man, we've got a shot here. They just don't execute it well. But to be able to say no to this and then yes to this and basically just hand it to him, really nice. So again, simple, clean, easy drop back reads 1 to 2, taking advantage of Lamar Jackson's skill set and what they do offensively. Again, you can see that rub up top, right? Like, just give me something better. It looks like you don't know what you're doing. And it's right there. And if he's not being coached to do it, coach him to do it. But Lamar Jackson right here, watch the accuracy of this throw. So no to the left, yes to the throw. What? Right out the gate. And then someone's in his grill, right? We can't handle the stunt up front. You see a bunch of red right in your face. Don't bail. Hang in there. Deliver a strike. Get us going. Hell yes. Next one, 3rd and 4, red area from the 4. This to me encapsulates a lot of what I think I've been saying for years now about some of the hot issues for Lamar Jackson. Now, he gets the ball out. The DB makes a nice play. Okay. But to me, we're hot, and we play a little bit more of what I would consider buddy ball than anything else. So when I'm saying we're hot, we have 5 people in the pass protection unit, the 5 offensive linemen. They're bringing 6. So it doesn't really matter how they get there. They're blocking up this side. So we're blocked up over here, and we're going to be hot right here off this guy coming from depth. So we have a little bit of time. Okay, now you could make the argument that you could just raise up and put it over here. To me, that's not really how you play quarterback because we're hot on this side. H, we're hot this side. So you really want your hot baked into this side. If you're going to block up the box and be hot right here, then I would say, yeah, the ball needs to come right here. But that's unrealistic to be hot over here and rip this over here. So if we're hot down here, what are our options? For me, I would love to put this on the back pylon corner. We've got the flat, which can always be a hot, but if you're out leveraged, it's not that great of a hot. If you have enough time, and you do because the guy's coming from depth, let's put that ball to the corner. The one place you don't want to go, besides for the fact that you trust this guy, to me is this like pivot hook. Because you're stopping your feet, you're not running away from them. It takes a little bit more time too. You know, to me, if you could just bail and throw this corner down here to the back pylon at the bottom of the screen, that's really your hot answer. Really your hot answer is your flat, but you're outflanked. So no, it's just tough. And you know, sometimes I get it, trusting your best guy you've got the relationship with. But again, you can see the free runner, right? 45 coming around. And again, you know, they're a little fortunate right here because the left tackle really takes 2. You know, the center's playing a little bit of hero ball there. To me, he needs to turn left, and the left guard needs to go. The left guard kind of takes 2 too. They get a little fortunate on the left side, but man, we could have had a shot there. Next one, 3rd and 7. Quick out versus bail up top. I love the arm flick here. Now, everybody loves Lamar Jackson's arm flick. I think the other thing about this rep specifically is his back foot. Okay, so check that back foot out. When he goes to throw, all his cleats are in the ground. I mean, that's what it looks like. Now that's some Tampa Bay grass, but boom, hit that thing and the ball comes out so nice and effortless. That's where he, I think, is at his best in that quick intermediate game, where he can get all his cleats in the ground and really torque that thing and flick it. Boom. You can see that back foot, how it hits, his hips sink, and he just easy flick. Now, most times I would say you wouldn't want to throw quick outs versus press, but that's bail. So we're good to go. And we say all the time on this channel, if a corner, like he's up top, is bailing with his ass to the sideline or rear to the sideline, you have anything you want outside the numbers. Anything. So really nice job there. 3rd and 7, big hookup. Boom. Back foot, flick, on him. Love it. Now, next one. 2nd and 8. This is a sail up top. Really nice patience from Lamar Jackson here to let this thing develop. But this is one of those examples for me is, yes, it's a completion. Okay, so first of all, good, thanks. Like the design, like a lot of this. Advantage of the motion, the play action. And if this is a better throw, so this is what we're talking about when we're talking about the accuracy from the pocket, is we've already hit one over early in the game, first play. Now we're going to sell that over and come out on the sail. Great, it takes forever. The footwork that I'm talking about, the consistency, the accuracy, the ball control, the placement from Lamar Jackson, for me, when he hits his back foot, you see guys with great ball control, great accuracy, keep this base. So that powerful base where all his cleats are in the ground, his hips, eyes, shoulders stay level, as opposed to popping up, getting up on his toes. And yeah, it's a completion, but there's no yak. And there really should be on this play. So again, just see the base at the back. That's the base he needs to keep. Like, that's his most powerful athletic position. Don't go to this. That's heel clicky, toesy, and now the ball's just a little bit behind. So, I mean, just lay that thing out there outside the numbers, and it's a big gain. It could be a massive chunk. But that's a catch and tackle. Now, it's a good completion, okay? It can be both. Don't freak the hell out, okay? He's throwing to some wide open guys here, and it can be a better ball. Again, check the footwork out from the back. You can see him pop up on his toes. Whoop! Right there. He's throwing that from his toes. Now, he eventually goes down, but it's wasted movement. That's the thing we're getting to. There's too much wasted movement from his pocket footwork to be consistent. Next one. Quick out up top. Throws a sinker. Again, toesy. I mean, these are throws you just don't see people with great ball control come out here and miss. You know, it wasn't raining, right? No wet thumb, Brad Johnson. Just come out here, catch it, take one step. So, now we saw this quick out earlier, and it was versus press, and he did kind of a shuffle and sank on the back foot, and I really like the back foot. To me, this is free access quick out. Now, first of all, free access quick out sucks in general, but that's my own issues, okay? If you're going to come out here, call it and rip it, okay. For me, don't freak out. Lots of people have different ideas here, but I prefer to think of this as catch one step. Anything more than that, and I feel like you're consistently late. So that's the first part footwork wise. Now, hey, I'm acknowledging I'm not in their quarterback room, okay? They didn't ask my opinion. That's fine. But whatever it is, you have to be able to catch it and get your feet set quickly with all your cleats in the ground to make this throw. This throw looks easy. It's not that easy of a throw. It really isn't. But you can't go out there and throw a one-hopper. Okay, so watch the footwork. Catch. Hop. He kind of like shuffle, like Brady shuffles this thing, but then he's up on his toes. I can see his heel off the ground. And it goes whoop, straight down. He can make this throw in his sleep. I just think if the footwork, to me, there's no consistency. Whatever they're teaching, I don't know what they're teaching, but none of it looks the same. It all kind of looks like a la carte ad lib. So I think he would just be better if he could sink into one specific type of footwork to be able to create that consistency of his base. All right, not the end of the world. Next one, 4th and 3. This was probably my least favorite play of the night for Lamar Jackson. He plays this like he's hot. Okay, we're in 5-person protection, actually 6-person protection, my mistake. he's playing it like they're bringing 7. They're really only bringing 6. He does a nice job turning down the shallow, but his footwork and how he's playing this like he's hot lets him down, because he really has this, and this is a missed touchdown. This is essentially a 4-point miss. So what am I talking about here? First of all, how they get locked in. I love him being in control at the line of scrimmage. 6-person slide protection. So when they slide this thing, they're sliding it to the left. They're coming all the way down to this guy who's on the line of scrimmage right here. So the center, these 3 are coming right here. 1, 2, 3. Great. The back is essentially in a duel. Okay, that's where you're going to be 2 on the back. You're going to be hot. So he comes up and blocks 1 off this edge. This guy is now hot. He's now our hot. That's the 2. So it's 1 to 2 for the back read. Okay, so if they both came, then yes, you would have to put it on this shallow right here. He's playing it like he's hot. Okay? And hey, man, this happens. Okay, so don't like fucking hate me. I've said this for a long time about Lamar Jackson. This is where he struggles. Now, I think you could make the design easier by not being in a condensed split, but whatever, you're in a condensed split. Okay, so you play this like you're not hot. If he would have just played it like a normal play, whatever the read here is, again, I'm guessing it's shallow to post to hitch. But if you play this out and just normal footwork where he's not all over the place on his back foot, this is looks like he goes 1, no, 2, yes, and it's a touchdown. Now he gets there, but it's late. He plays it like it's hot. He's not hot. Only he knows, only he and Greg Roman know exactly what they're trying to do here. But again, if he just plays this as hit the back foot, no to the shallow, yes to the post, there's nobody in the middle of the field, y'all. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Damn, that was close. So again, as fun as he is to watch, as much growth as we've seen in some of the pocket drop back stuff, there are still elements like this where you're like, oh man, we are so close to being locked in. Next one. This is mirrored wrap ins on both sides, 2x2 open. Really like the base here. This time he's actually hot again, in my opinion. And he's just this good of an athlete to say, essentially bypass the true hot and rip a wrap in because the pressure is coming from depth. So mirrored routes, this is where you start getting, in my opinion, into a less sophisticated NFL drop back passing game. You don't see a whole lot of people run mirrored like plays like this. Like this is a little bit high school hairy for me. That's just me. Okay, so don't freak out. But if we're going to be hot and get a free runner from up top, normally you would want to just raise up and hit this hitch. That would be the simple one. But if you have enough time, and then again, check his base out here, y'all. There's no heel clicky. There's no toesiness. He's able to keep that powerful base that we know he has right there, even as he's retreating. It's that base. It's the same base. And to flick this wrap in, again, you can see it on both sides, right? Same play. Pretty sweet. It's a nice catch too. But it's a really nice job from Lamar Jackson being able to see this play hot, and get it down the field and have the arm strength, the torque. Again, just look at his body here as he torques this thing. Going backwards. Whoom. That's the flick, man. That's the natural flick. That's the talent that you want to see, the way you want to see it thrown from normal on-time anticipation. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate the support for the channel. It does mean a lot to me. In addition, Quarterback School Patreon community, Quarterback School courses. We've got a bunch of free resources. All of those can be found in the video description. Check them all out. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's keep it going. Next one here. This is a straight LOL play for me. Zone read lead. This to me is a give read normally, but this is the beautiful thing. This Lamar Jackson, man. He makes a mistake on the read, in my opinion, but he just runs the zone read. They're still blocking inside zone here. So we're reading number 9, the conflict defender. He normally, if he goes upfield over that zone, the split flow action. So we're going to, this is actually a pretty simple read for most guys. You're going to split flow this. So he's coming across blocking them normally on split flow inside zone. But on split flow inside or zone read lead, he's going to come across, and now he's leading out for the quarterback. So the conflict defender, number 9, if he goes down, now you'll have that lead blocker coming up. If he goes on top of the split flow action, it's almost a guaranteed give. So it's a really clean look. So let me say that again to be super clear. He's coming out and leading for the quarterback. Normally, if the conflict defender goes underneath that split flow action, the quarterback's going to pull it. If he goes over the top of that split flow action, you're going to give it because you can just hand it off, and that guy's no way he's going to make the tackle. Right here, it should be a give because he goes under. He goes over, right? So he goes over the split flow guy, but Lamar Jackson's already pulled it. So he can't get outside. So what does he do? He just puts his foot down, and they're all blocking. Zone read inside for the offensive lineman, and there it is. And then this is just Lamar Jackson making these guys look like little kids. Never gets hit hard, hardly gets tackled. This is just special, right? Like, this is just Lamar Jackson. There's nothing you can do. There's no way you can prepare for this. There's no way you can practice tackling a guy like this. There's no way you can kind of showcase this kind of improvisation. It's just let it wash over you and enjoy the hell out of it if you're a Ravens fan, because almost no one else can do this. I can't think of anyone else that I've ever seen do something like this. And he does it consistently. And you put him in positions to be successful. You don't want to do it every other play. But for him to have the capacity to do this, special. Next one. Now we're getting into the fun stuff. RPO or SRO. A little now screen at the bottom with the GT. Okay, so however they're doing this, whether they are reading the conflict defender, which they might be, 79 right here on the right, they're running GT to our left, their right. You know, you could easily hand this ball off. To me, this is more of an SRO, meaning do we like the numbers to the now screen at the bottom of the screen? So first of all, they do a great job of using motion in their run game. So we're going to motion across here. They motion across. They really only have 2 defenders out here, right? We don't have to be a math savant here to know that we've got pretty good numbers to be able to block these 2 for those 2. We got it. That's it. Now, if it's not there, then you conflict defender, the C-gap player on the left, and you're just running GT. Gap down backer on the front side, kick, wrap, and we're out the door. And we've got the quarterback run. So, I mean, this is spread triple, but this is more, you know, S, meaning screen, than true RPO. Although it works itself out like a triple. So however they're doing it. The other thing about it, for Lamar Jackson's sake, it's his capacity to flick this thing out there. This is a fastball. Boom. See how it leaves the screen? You know he's throwing with some velocity. And the accuracy of it, upfield, sort of upfield. Good enough accuracy on the body. But it's the tempo of the ball and how they are forced to match up due to the motion. Next one. This to me is a true PRO, meaning pass run option. This is power to our right, their left. And normally this little man rub slant is for man coverage, because we're going to get like this little rub action for the number 2 who's on the line of scrimmage. So he's going to kind of rub this thing, or rub the guy who normally has the outside player, and we're going to run this little slant dart. So how do you stop RPOs? A lot of people think just play man-to-man. Well, this is how you beat that sometimes. But to me here, this is just power. So we're coming across, whatever you want to call that, kick, wham, and we're wrapping here from the guard. All these guys are gap down backer. Well, who are you reading here? You reading this guy? You reading nobody? Are you just reading the grass, the alley, however you want to handle it? To me right here, he's just saying, do I have the throw? Because everybody's blocked, right? Unless you're reading 45. And maybe that is who he's reading. I don't know. I would guess it's a backside second level defender, 45. But again, you know, look at Lamar Jackson's eyes. He's not reading any specific defender. He's just catching it. Do I have the throw? Yes. Flick. Again, on the body, on the break. Again, the flick is outstanding. The arm action, it's so unique. Love it. Man, that's awesome. Next one. Next play, touchdown. Old school T-counter boot. Lots to like here from Lamar Jackson. make the easy plays look easy, nice, easy, catchable touch. Okay, again, this is great job from Greg Roman in his bag with the motion and the run game and setting it up. Watch what the motion does to 45 here. Okay, so we've been doing this motion all day. Okay, we're coming across. 45 here goes from, looks like he's got him. He's coming in. He's got the number 2 out probably, to now we're going into the flat. So he has to make this adjustment, come with the motion, put his foot in the ground, and then go race to the pylon. Now, he's not a slow dude. Okay, this is just great design, better execution. Love it. Simple touchdown passes. Whoop. I mean, it's a thing of beauty, right? Like these are not difficult throws, but he's making them look even easier than they are. That's how smooth of an operator it is. Just a really nice job. Love the design here. Love the execution. Other thing, super detailed coaching point here on this play. The reverse out, you don't have to fake the ball. So there's no ball extension. You're just ready to throw. So then you can come up and put it right where you want. I love that little trick of the trade there for quarterbacks. Under center, reverse out, no ball flake, be ready to throw, put it right on him, strike, touchdown. Hell yes. Now we get into the best play in the NFL, in my opinion, right now. This is power read, little jet action. Read number 9, the conflict defender. We get some friendly fire, and this is just too easy. This is punt return left. I don't know if they used it in the first half, but they used it a few times in the second half for big plays, handing the ball off. I love it so much. Now, I know a lot of people freak out if you run the quarterback between the tackles, but I think you have to do it, especially when you got a guy like Lamar Jackson. This is just special, special stuff. So we're reading number 9. Okay? He's the conflict defender. Watch what this does. Okay, so this play is so good that we've got extra blockers. So everybody on the front side, this is power, is going gap down, probably coming all the way back to the 3, and then we are wrapping here. So we're wrapping. We're not blocking number 9, okay? So technically, when this tight end comes down and he gets a double opportunity for a double team, technically, he should be going all the way back to the back one. Now, maybe they identify it as the wrapper's going to go to the 45, the play side inside linebacker, and he's going to go to 54. But we essentially have an extra guy to the power read side, and we don't even hand the power read off. So we would have had an extra blocker if we would have kept it. You can see the tight end going for 54. Now he doesn't get there because we're already handed it off to the jet sweep. But in the past few weeks, Lamar Jackson has done major work keeping it himself. This time, they can't get there. 32 runs into his own guy. Double cake. And that's just outstanding. Golly, I love that play. Next one, 3rd and 9. Zone read triple. Let's just flip it out there again. Again, we're set up already for a field goal. Whether this is true SRO or whether this is spread triple, it doesn't really matter. I will say that the little detail that I love from this play is the offensive line is for sure blocking zone to the left. Okay, we can acknowledge that. It looks, and having played and run RPO systems before, I love when you see the back not go with the run. So normally this would be just wide zone. Okay, that's the dive, quarterback run, and then the pitch is out here with whatever screen you want to run. When the back doesn't go, like he doesn't go right here, to me that means that there's some communication between these two saying, hey, I'm for sure throwing it. So in the past, I used to use the term code red. Okay, if you have to ask, it's a problem. Code red that thing, so there's no run fake. You're just pass protecting, and then we're going to flip it out. So you get it eliminates the hit on the quarterback essentially if you know you're going to throw it. This is 3rd and forever. Catch, code red. And then, again, really nice job blocking on the perimeter, making guys miss. That's a big 3rd down conversion. Lamar Jackson, strike. Again, I mean, just rolling and acknowledging the fact the Bucs are struggling on the back end. Next one here. This is a touchdown pass. I can't tell you what the hell the read is here. I can tell you that I love Lamar Jackson buying enough time, having the vision, the touch to hit this high back 5. You know, a little play action, got multiple crossers. There's really nothing there. He's able to buy enough time. He's not bailing, looking to run. He's got his eyes down the field, finds 80 with the mailbox on the back line. So 80 starts as the point up top. He's on the line as the number 2. Watch him work that back over right here, mailbox, right hand up, easy to see. Jackson eventually sees it. Really nice throw. Nice job keeping your feet in, working that back line. Outstanding touchdown. Again, there's just a lot to like here because he's not bailing to run, right? That narrative sucks and is not true. He is keeping his eyes down the field, off-platform flick. Again, the off-platform flick, y'all. I don't think people appreciate how good he is at that. You know, they think runner first, they think run game, Baltimore, off-platform flick, pretty special. Next one. This is a really sweet design. Option pass. I mean, it's got a little high school Harry to it, I'm not going to lie, but I like it. The tight end on the right, he's running a little corner. I mean, I don't think they'd shown option all night. They just come out, make this thing look like option. And then we're just going to sneak this corner out. So if it's not there, there's really only one other option on the backside, but we're going to make this thing look like option. Everybody's coming this way. Everybody's coming this way. And then you just, no, I think I'll just hang behind the line of scrimmage and take that easy little, you know, pseudo pop pass, just extended corner pop pass. Again, I really like that design, man. If you're going to come at Greg Roman, and I certainly have, I think it's been due in the past, these creative ones you have to have in the bag if you're not going to have a comprehensive drop back game. Love it. Next one right here, a little RPO, this new play, post wheel flat. Really like 13 here kind of settling down. It's kind of an advanced way to run this, in my opinion. This is just zone read, post wheel flat. So you get those 3 options. And you don't see the post, glance, slant thrown very often. So I really like how they do it. I've experimented with teaching it like this, where you can come in here and settle. It's harder to do than you think. There's the wheel. There's the flat, where you see the ball go most often. But this is just a really nice job. I love the ability to get past that second level, settle. And again, you're throwing the ball down the field, a vertical threat, on a first level RPO, meaning we're reading the defensive lineman. Now, it helps when 94 looks like he's just learning to surf here and is a little stiff. Oh my God. But, hey man, I'm not going to apologize for being able to take advantage of a stiff defender. Love it. 3rd and 1, power read, touchdown to close this thing out. Again, off the jet action. Again, this is what Lamar Jackson's, the threat of him as a runner does. It makes it this easy when you hand it off. This time they're arc blocking. Watch 42 and 79, conflict defender 79. The C-gap player on the left. He comes down, hand it off. We actually crack block on the edge up top on our left side. And that is a almost untouched walk-in. Watch the corner up top. See how he goes in with the crack? So technically, again, you know your run game is good when you have multiple guys. So we're cracking here, and we're probably arcing for the corner. We're lead blocking for the safety. There's nobody out, like the arc block, there's nobody even for him to block because this guy goes in man coverage. So, I mean, it causes so much friggin' stress, man. It's just so awesome to see. I love it. Love it. Great job. That was a fun game. So that is a wrap. Lamar Jackson getting week 8 started for us. Man, they are rolling. Greg Roman was in his bag. You got to give him credit when they're rolling like that. I thought there were a lot of creative play calls. Certainly had it going in the run game as well. But Lamar Jackson, again, just continues to showcase his ability. And then when they put him in positions to be successful, and there's any sort of creativity in the passing game, I just think this thing has the capacity to really flourish. God forbid they ever get a sophisticated drop back game. But I think when Lamar Jackson continues to develop his consistency of his footwork, really his base, because he's got a great flick, he can certainly do it off platform. I think when the footwork starts to match the routes down the field, we'll potentially get to see some anticipation. God forbid we ever see some anticipation coming from this passing game. It would be really special. But man, doesn't take anything away from his capacity to create, run, play quarterback the way that he plays quarterback. And man, they are going to have to pay this cat. Let's make it happen. All right. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.